Hey everyone, so today we are going to start solving for sides using trig ratios. Okay, so the other day we learned out how to set up the ratio, how to set up opposite over hypotenuse for sine, adjacent over hypotenuse for cosine, and opposite over adjacent for tangent. So I have all these set up here, and remember how we set up our triangle. Okay, so for example, my theta right here is my angle that we're going to be looking at. And then I'm going to label the sides according to that angle. So the side across from the angle is my opposite. The side across my 90 degree is my hypotenuse. And the side that is connects my angle to my 90 degree is my adjacent. Okay, so we'll get into practice of labeling all these. And we're going to rewrite SOHCAHTOA all the time. That way we know how to spell it. I want you to get into the practice of this, okay? That's what's going to make life easy, is being able to spell SOHCAHTOA. Alright, so if you need to, pause right here, copy all this down so you have it with you. I'm going to move on to a new page, and we're going to start doing some practice problems. Okay, so you should be done copying this down. I'm going to scroll down here to another page. Alright, and we're going to draw a triangle. The triangle I want you to draw is this. Okay, draw a right triangle that looks something like this with a right angle in the corner, just like that. Okay, and we're going to label this triangle 19 in that corner, 4 for the side, and X for the diagonal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and label our triangle. So what I want you to do is I want you to circle your angle. So in this case our angle is 19. Alright, so that's the angle that we're focusing on. Now I want you to go and label the rest of the sides. So let's always start with that 90 degree. The side across our 90 degree is our hypotenuse. Okay, the side across our angle that we circled is our opposite. Now, I don't have another side labeled, so I'm not going to label anything else, okay? So, let's go ahead and spell out SOHCAHTOA. So is S-O-H, Ka is C-A-H, and Toa is T-O-A. Alright, so in this case, we have two sides that we labeled on the triangle. We had opposite and we have hypotenuse. Okay, so with this I want to go and highlight the same things, or I just want to notice which ones also have the opposite side in here. So if I go over to my SOHCAHTOA that we wrote down, I want to highlight my O for opposite in each of these that has an O. So I notice that the sine has an O and the tangent has an O. Okay, the other side that I had was a hypotenuse, so I'm going to go and find all the hypotenuse. I noticed that my sine had a hypotenuse and my cosine had a hypotenuse. Okay. So, which one of these did I highlight both sides, both things, the opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse? It was our sine. That's the only one that we highlighted both things on. So we're going to write this out using sine. So sine, S-I-N, parentheses, I talked about yesterday, the thing that always goes inside the parentheses is our angle. Our angle in this case is 19, and that's going to equal our ratio, opposite over our hypotenuse. So I labeled my opposite 4 and my hypotenuse x. Okay, now x, we got to solve for x. Alright, and the way that we do this is we use a little rhyme. I can show you the mathematical way, but I'm going to show you the easy way first. Okay, so x, he's down low. So we divide. You know? Okay? So what that means is we're going to take my x and my sign and we're going to flip them. We're going to replace them. So in place of sine of 19, we're going to write x equals. Now I didn't do anything with that 4, so he's going to stay on the top of that fraction. 4 over, and I'm going to write sine of 19. Okay? So this is how I'm going to write the division problem. So if I go and type it into my calculator, I get this decimal. Now a little helpful hint is if you go up to your little wrench in the top right, click on that, and you notice we have two options. We have radians and we have degrees. Notice it's changing my answer when I type on that. Okay? So if you choose radians, we're not going to get the right answer at all. We need to be sure to be in degrees whenever we use this. Okay, so if you go and click that on degrees and exit out of there, you will always be on degrees. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to type this in. So to make the fraction, you hit the divide button, and then the 4 was on the top. Now if you go to the bottom, you see the word functions over on the right side down there. So you hit functions, and we have our options, sine, cosine, or tangent. And then we have all these other options on there too. Don't worry about those other things. We're not going to mess with them. Okay, we're just focusing on the 3, sine, cosine, and tangent. Alright, so in this case we use sine, and then I'm going to go and type in 19 in there, and then we get our answer. Okay? Alright, so we said that we had x equals 12.3. Alright, and what that 12.3 actually represents, okay, this guy represents our side of the hypotenuse, our x that we were trying to find. So that side length is 12.3, whatever units long. Okay? Alright, we're going to do another one. Alright, let's draw this triangle. Oops. That's not a triangle, that's a square. I don't know why it's giving me another. There we go. I got my triangle. Okay, and my little 90-degree angle goes here. I have an 8, an X, and a 28 in the corner. Okay, so the thing that is inside or by a corner, that is my angle. So in this case, my angle is 28. Whoop! I'm going to label the sides I have. So I always start with my 90 degree. I go over there. Do I have anything labeled there? No, I don't. I'm not going to label that, okay? But I'm still going to go through the motions. And that would have been our hypotenuse. So now I'm going to go to my 28, my angle that they gave me, and I'm going to draw a line going to the other side. And I land on what? The 8. I'm going to label that opposite. And the side that connects my angle to my 90 degree is my adjacent, so ADJ. So I have two sides here. I have opposite and I have adjacent. So we're going to write out SOHCAHTOA now. So SOH CAHTOA. Now I got to decide which one am I going to use, sine, cosine, or tangent. Well, it does matter which one we choose, because what did we have labeled? We have adjacent and we have opposite. So I'm going to highlight all my adjacents and all my opposites. Which one did I use both with? Tangent. Okay, so I'm going to set this up using tangent, so TAN. And inside my parentheses is always my angle. It's what we circled. So what we circled was the 28. So 28 goes inside my parentheses, equals. Now I go back up here to look at what goes on top. Opposite is on top. So my number that's on top is 8 over adjacent, which is x. Okay, where's x? Is it up high or down low? It's down low. So we divide. You know? Okay, keep that rhyme in your head. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to rewrite it as x equals 8 divided by tangent of 28. Okay, check this out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type this in. So I'm going to hit the divide button. My 8 goes on top. I'm going to type in, type in functions. So I use tangent, so I'm going to choose tangent this time. And 28 goes inside. So my answer is 15.04. And that 4 doesn't make that 0 go anywhere up or down, so it's just 15.0. And that 15.0 tells me how long that side is. Okay? Alright. Oops, trying to get rid of this. Nope. There we go. Okay, so that 15 represents how long our adjacent side is. Okay? Alright. I have a couple. I want to do a couple more with you guys. Let's do I'm looking for a specific one. Let's do this guy. Alright, let's draw a triangle that looks like this. Okay, so I have a triangle that looks like this with a right angle right here. Okay, with 19 here, 4 here, and x here. Don't get confused, it's not like the other one we did. Okay, so let's go ahead and spell out, or let's go ahead and label what we got. Circle our angle, it's 19. Across from my right angle is 4, so that's my hypotenuse. Across the angle I was given is x, so that's my opposite. So I'm using SOHCAHTOA to help me decide which one it is. So I have opposite and hypotenuse. So I go through this, I highlight all my opposites, all my hypotenuse. Look at that. I got sine, so I'm going to use sine. So sine, parentheses, 19 equals, okay, what did I label as opposite? It was x, so x is on top now. And on the bottom is my hypotenuse, which is 4. Okay, x isn't on the bottom anymore. Up high, you multiply. Okay, so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take our 4 and we're going to swing them all the way in front of here and multiply. So what it's going to look like is 4 times sine of 19 equals x. Alright, so if I go into Desmos, 4 times the sine of 19, I get, ooh, look at that. I had a funny answer. I need to go back and check degrees. So if you ever exit out of Desmos, it's going to automatically go to radians. So check it out every time. Alright, so I now am in the correct thing. My answer is 1.30. 0 doesn't cause that 3 to change, so my answer is 1.3. Okay, and that represents the side where x is. Okay? So, two things. Down low, divide, you know. Up high, you multiply. Look at how those examples are, and then you'll do just fine. Just double check that you're always in degrees. We want to be in degrees, okay? All right. That's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. See you. Love you. Bye.